What is up? Welcome to Hanging with Stats, episode 6. So I apologize for the audio difficulties we had there. The show was kind of a last second thing to get together, and doing it at this time was a little uh, rushed, and I just didn't have my shit together. So I apologize for all you guys. Unfortunately, Kai's not coming back on right now. He is got other things to do besides um, doing this show. So I appreciate Kai coming on. We're gonna try. I'll try to do a show with Kai. Maybe tonight yet. Maybe another night. I don't know. Just want to come out here and see if my audio is working. I don't know if I have an echo or not. Kevin, appreciate you, man, for coming on to be a moderator. It wasn't your fault at all. It was I don't know, something was going on. That was the first time I experienced the other person having echo, and I don't know too much about this kind of stuff as far as how it goes. So I don't know if it was on something on my end or something on his end, but either way, Melissa, I don't know if it's StreamYard or not, man. But it's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Kai's not coming on right now. It's just me. I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that I was all set to do a show tonight, so I'm like, shit, I might as well just stay on live and do a live Q&A. So if you got any questions for the stat guy, ask me now. I'm here. I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to chance to do any shows next week because I'm going to be preparing to get to Tulsa, and I got stuff to do to take care of before I leave for Tulsa on Thursday. So I'm going to go live for a little bit here. So if you guys got any questions for me, want to know my opinion on anything, I'm pretty much an open book. I don't show any bias towards anybody. Melissa, I'll be there. The temp in Green Bay today was a high of 90. It was 90 degrees today in Green Bay. It was hot. 90s, like up here in Wisconsin, when it's 90, it's hot. It was humid too. It was like 70 some percent humidity. So it felt like a furnace blowing in your face the whole day. But what date is MPK coming to Vegas? I think I want to say middle of September, like September 15th, something like that. Yeah, I hear Tulsa is extremely hot right now. That's what Richard's been telling me. So it's like 105 to 110 degrees every day, and then with the heat index or whatever, it's like 120. But supposed to be next week mid 90s for the race in Tulsa. So it's gonna be hot for me for sure. Like anything over 90 is fucking hot for me. But I guess that'll be cool down for Oklahoma. So see what you got for questions. What type of car do you have? I've never really been a car guy. I was more of like like it didn't really matter. Like I don't know. I was just cars never really did it for me. I guess it was more about racing for me. I like to race all kinds of vehicles, anything. But so I drive a Chrysler 300. I don't like car notes. So when I buy a brand new car, I drive that thing until I can't drive anymore. So I have an old Chrysler 300 right now. I could get a new car any day if I wanted to, but I like it. It's all-wheel drive. Up here in Wisconsin, we get snow in the wintertime. So having a rear-wheel drive car is not ideal up here. So I got an all-wheel drive Chrysler 300. A dream car for me would be I've been looking around, especially like the last year. I want to get a third gen Camaro. It's my favorite kind of car. Third gen, T-tops. Maybe do like a LS swap with it. But no, I just drive whatever gets me to point A to point B. Does Damon run a 140 or 136? I don't know that for sure. I'm not the engine guy to be talking to or a combo guy or anything like that. I'm not a gearhead like that, so I don't really know. I don't even know what he's running. I want to say I think he's running. Don't quote me. I think he's running the 136, but I'm not positive. Would you say with Lutz, Damon, and sometimes Reaper are showing up and being competitive is a big surprise in MPK? I say Lutz struggling is a surprise. Damon being as dominant as he is, it's a surprise. Um, and Reaper's been showing up every week, and he's been racing. He's been going. He's been making laps. So I think it's only a matter of time before Reaper gets a chance in the big show. Yeah, no, I know, Greg, for sure, man. Like I've spent a week in Florida when it was over 100 degrees, and I lived in Texas for a little while, so I'll be prepared for Oklahoma. That's for sure. Yeah, that's how. I mean, honestly, like we're up here in Wisconsin, it doesn't get that hot, but it gets really humid up here where I'm at. We're like right by the Lake Michigan. I'm right by Lake Michigan, and it gets really extremely hot and humid. It gets really humid during the summertime. So my bias is showing. What you mean? I don't have a bias. I don't want a red. I do like the color red, but I don't want a red. I don't want a red third gen. I want a black one, all black. Basically, look like exactly like guys. Are you going to be coming to Idaho? Idaho? No. As of right now, I'm going to Tulsa, either Colorado or Vegas. I haven't decided yet. And I'll be going to Ohio, Michigan, Texas. I might throw another one in there. We'll see. But I think like 5 more races I'll be at. You go fishing? Yes, I mean, in my spare time, especially when I was younger, I did a lot of fishing. Um, Salmon fishing on Lake Michigan. We have a big bay here called Bay of Green Bay. We do a lot of perch fishing and smallmouth bass fishing, whitefish, ice fishing. Did a lot of ice fishing when I was younger. We do a lot of fishing up here. We're surrounded by water, so and we do have beautiful beaches up here too. For the summertime, there's a lot of beachfront. If you could live anywhere besides Wisconsin, where would it be? I heard that I'm a weather guy, so like I don't like it too hot and I don't like it too cold. I heard San Diego, California has like the most beautiful weather. It doesn't get any cooler than like 70. It doesn't get any warmer than like 80. So I also heard that place is really expensive to live, but anywhere that has nice weather is where I'd rather live than Wisconsin. Gotta do Vegas. I've been to Vegas myself before, so I've never been to Colorado. Never been to that track particularly. So I think I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Either Colorado or Vegas. One of them I'm gonna go to. Sir William, I'll be 39 in October. I mean, sorry, I'm getting too old. I can't remember my birth month. I'll be 39 in November. I have 3 kids, and I have them 50% of the time. So that's why I'm trying to make like every other race because I have them like every other weekend. So my time, I played a lot of football in my life. I pretty much played football since I was 5 years old, all the way until I was about 33, I'd say 34 straight. Tackle football I played, high school, college, semi-pro. But so I spent a lot of time like traveling and doing my own thing. Now that I have kids, like I enjoy my time with my kids. So sure, I could probably go to every MPK race if I wanted to, but I just don't want to substitute the time with my kids, you know. So I just do them 50-50. When I don't have my kids on the weekend, I'll try to make a race. That's kind of how I look at it. Do you think Kai Kelly will keep Lizzie on his team? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, and I'm not just saying that either. I really don't know. I don't think I haven't spoken to Kai about that or anything. I think I mean, as a competitive competition wise, I would keep her if I was him. I'd keep her on the team. I mean, she's been rolling this year. She's fast. So, but you know, there's also the drama part of it. So I wouldn't be surprised either way, honestly. Martin, Michigan. Yeah, I've never been there, but it's only 6 hours from me, so I'll enjoy that car ride. Christy, we'll see. I'm gonna see how it works out with my schedule and my kids. Um, for sure, I'm going to one of them, Vegas or Colorado. For sure, one of them. That'll be my one West Coast trip for the season, I think. Hey, if I make the drive to Green Bay, want to go on Lake Michigan? Hell yeah, man, we can go fishing. Tony, 2 hours from San Diego. Hell yeah, man, that's the place to be. No, Bob Guy had a million opportunities to it. Was asked to do it to play arena, but at the time I had just got out of college and got my degree, and I was like, I had a job, and to be honest with you, I wasn't good enough to play at the like at the time there was like arena football, like the Arena One League. I wasn't good enough to play in that league, but I got offered by the smaller arena leagues. But they just didn't pay enough money. Like they'd pay you $200 a week to play, and it was like I make that in a day or two working on a regular job. So it didn't work out for me. I could have did it, but I would have been really broke trying to play arena football. So instead, I played semi-pro, owned my own semi-pro football team, and just did that after college. I also coached high school football for about 4 years too. Sir Lawrence William making it to Pennsylvania from Maple Grove. I don't think so. Maybe I shouldn't say no to every. I shouldn't say no, but I don't think so. I visited Jersey and Philly and New York. I went out there for like a week. Um, and I love Philly. Philly is one of my favorite cities in the world. Love that place. Seth, oh, Steel. I will not be doing Steel. I don't think. Will Smith. Is that the real Will Smith? No, Kai's not coming on right now. Maybe later tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna try again some other time. It was usually what I do is I prepare, and me and my guests will sit in the lobby for a little bit, and I'll make sure the audio and video and everything that works. But Kai texted me and said, "Hey, you want to do a live real quick?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we just went live. I didn't even prepare, so it's my fault really. We should have never went live until we figured out the audio thing. Dude, Kev, Facebook finally giving creators a good bonus. Hell yeah, man. So, if any of you guys run your own pages or any of you guys are monetized on Facebook, a while back they had a bonus program where you get paid for how many views per reel you put out. So if you had 1,000 views on a reel, you'd make like I don't even know what it was, 4 cents or something 40 cents, something like that. But they stopped the program, so you really couldn't make much money on Facebook anymore until they just came out with a new Facebook program, a new bonus that pays you based on views, comments, reactions on all your posts. So I know I got invited to the bonus program. So if you see me posting, I've been posting more than normal. Usually I post like twice a day, but now that I'm in this bonus program, I'll be posting all the time, trying to get likes and stuff. But really, honestly, it ain't like enough to make for me to quit my day job. But it is nice to have a little spending money maybe when I go to these races and stuff like that. But it is cool that Facebook's doing that. Doug, do we know if Damon has a spare motor? I do not. I saw a video something about he got his new motor. He got a new motor, or he got a motor freshened up. I was gonna watch that later tonight. But if you see it, go check out Damon's new video. He might have a clue if he's gonna have one or two motors. I played against a bunch of semi-pro teams up that way, Bob. There was a team in Wausau, I believe, that I played against many times. Thanks, Will. Appreciate you, man. Do you think Ryan will change cars or stay with the gray one? I don't think he's going to change combos, because why would he? It's not like the Pro Chargers are slow. They're actually more Pro Chargers than screw blowers in the top 15. So I don't think he's going to change combos. And I don't know why he would go. To me, I don't know why he would go to his older car. He's got a newer car. The gray car is newer than the Fireball. So logically, I'm thinking it's set up better or it's got better, upgraded better. I don't know. I don't think Ryan, in my opinion, I don't think Ryan's going to change anything. He's going to come out with the camo car, and it's going to be Pro Charged. My day job, I am a shipping and receiving supervisor. So I come in, I get into work anywhere between 5 and 6 a.m. and I get done anywhere between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. It is nice being a supervisor though, because I can take off whenever I need, especially for No Prep Kings, take off Thursday, Fridays. So that's what I do. It's not one of my degree. My degree is in business, but I don't do anything to do. I don't have a job. It's in my degree. So appreciate you, Cool Trucking. Am I a fantasy football guy? Yeah, I play fantasy football. I'm a big football guy. Um, Sir Lawrence, yeah, Philly. I visited there. It was my favorite place, man. I had mussels for the first time. I think I ate like 100 of those things. They were so good. Um, and then we found a pretty cool bar. It's called Chicky and Pete's. I don't know if you know that. If you heard of that in Philly, Chicky and Pete's. That's where we went to eat, and we spent most of our time there drinking and stuff. And they were great people. Philly was cool. Obviously, I went to tried all the cheesesteaks they could possibly have. I tried them at the market, tried them at Geno's, tried them at Pat's. So I love Philly. Obviously, I ran up the stairs, did the Rocky. Just took it all. I was definitely a tourist that day. Hey Jimmy, sorry man, we had audio difficulties with Kai, so he had something else to do. So I don't know if we're gonna get on later tonight or we'll try again some other time. Kai's really good. Kai's an awesome dude. I mean, you get to start to know these guys personally, and I mean, I can text Kai all the time and just be like, "Hey, you want to do a show?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do a show." So I don't have to beg him. I don't have to reach out to him 100 times for him to respond to me. So Kai's a cool guy, really down to earth. So I appreciate Kai and everything he does for me. So no prep picking will be starting to. That's right, Kevin. It's been off for now, but no prep picking will be starting back up. Hasn't kicked off like I thought it would, but I think the most entries we had in one week was like 12 entries at $5 an entry, so $60. People are winning. It's winner take all. Just pick your top five No Prep Kings guys for that weekend, for that Saturday race. And the person whose five guys go the farthest, wins the money. So it's only $5. Little fancy, No Prep Kings. Favorite NFL team is Green Bay Packers. I was born and raised here. I was actually born and raised in Door County, Wisconsin. It's called in the city of Sturgeon Bay. It's about 30 minutes from Green Bay, but I live in Green Bay now. Been here for about 6 years, 7 years. Um, but yeah, definitely the Packers, man. I've gone to so many games at Lambeau Field, and I don't even honestly. I've been so many times like I don't even care to go anymore. I'd rather just watch it at home on TV. Agreed, Bob. I go to these places and like I've had real Philly cheesesteaks in Philly, and it's like I try to eat them around here in Wisconsin, and they suck. Same thing with brisket. Like I lived in Texas for like 7 months and ate brisket like every other day. So I try to find a good barbecue place around here, and they all suck. They just don't compare. Um, I will say up here in Wisconsin though we do fish though. Fish boils are phenomenal. White fish boils doesn't get any better. If you like fish, Wisconsin fish boils are amazing. Have you heard anything from Ryan about testing? Ryan's been testing a lot. Yep. Um, so I'm not going to comment on anything else other than that. But he's there. Ryan will be ready for Tulsa. Let's just put it that way. Ryan's going to be ready for Tulsa. Yeah, no prep pick'em. Follow it on Facebook. It's called No Prep Pick'em. If you like fantasy, you want to do some fantasy No Prep Kings, it's only $5 a week. Every week you pick a new team of 5 people that you think are going to go the farthest, and the winner take all the money. So we've had a new winner every week, I think. I don't think anybody's won twice. So it's competitive, man. Everybody picks the card. Damon was screwing up a lot of people's picks for a while there because nobody was picking them in their top five. So then people started picking Damon, and that's when they started winning. So Tom Pierce, don't you talk about cheese curds, man. Both deep fried and fresh cheese curds are phenomenal. I've been bringing them to the guys when I go to the races. Um, I brought some to Fireball Crew. I brought some to Swanstrom. I gave some to Nate Saylor, and just guys who probably never had cheese curds before, and they all loved them. So fresh Wisconsin cheese curds. That's what I bring to the racetrack. Hell yeah, Bob. Fish. I love fish. Hoping to camp at Dragway 42. I will be at Dragway 42. Ralph, I would love some brisket, man. You find me, and I'll give you some. I'll trade you beers for brisket, man, because I love brisket. I love meat. I love steak. But we just don't have a barbecue place up here at least where I'm at in Wisconsin, that's anything compared to Texas. So appreciate it, William. You should check it out definitely. Doug, think this is better than a normal interview. In my normal interviews, I try not to talk a lot because I'm not. I feel like I'm not. People aren't here to hear me talk. They're here to hear the driver talk. You know what I mean? So I just kind of ask my questions, sit back, let them talk. But some people were telling me like you should do your own little live Q&A, and I didn't. Usually I come prepared with like things I want to talk about, but I was prepared to do the Kai interview, so I had a whole list of questions for Kai, um, and I was not prepared to do this at all. But I was like, shit, I'm already trying to go live. It's early enough yet in the night. I might as well just stay on and go live. That's right, Bob. You can't mess with Wisconsin cheese curds. I've had cheese curds other places too. I had cheese curds when I was in Texas, and they sucked. It's like it's just these areas of the United States needs to stick to their own food. Like up here in Wisconsin, we shouldn't be trying to do barbecue. Like let's just stick to cheese and fish and beer. That's about it. That's all we need to stick to in Wisconsin. Not try to do these Philly cheesesteaks or try to do pizza or tacos. Just stick to what we know. What's the weird fish they eat in Wisconsin? They dry it lime. They dry it lime. I don't know. It sounds weird though. What is cheese curds? Just a ball of cheese. So it's if it's fresh cheese curds, it's just cheese. Um, it's basically like a chunk of cheese from a block, and I don't know. It's something about how they. It's something about how it's cured or something that makes it. If it's really fresh, it's really squeaky. So when you chew on it, it's like the squeaky noise comes out. It's phenomenal. And then obviously deep fried cheese curds. They take that ball and they just deep fry it. So both are great. The deep fried is very deep fried and very greasy. Makes it good. I like greasy food. Mad Keen Bush, man. I've seen you. I've seen you on the YouTube on my live feeds, man. Appreciate your support, dude. You're from Australia. I did not know that. That's awesome, man. I see you on here all the time. You got a unique name. When people have unique names and they make comments, I remember the names. I definitely remember yours, man. Sir William, it's crazy how you came out of nowhere and have a good sized following, plus to end up with buddies with so many racers. I think your shows are better than one. Sir William, I appreciate that, man. It is truly like came out of nowhere, man, because it started. I was just doing stats, and like as Kevin Stevenson, who's on here, could tell you, he runs the MPK spoilers page. He's also a media guy for Mike Bowman. As Kevin could tell you, like it was kind of his idea to like start sharing stats on his private group or in his public group. So I just started sharing some stats that I kept track of, and because I couldn't find stats anywhere online because nobody kept track of them. And then I started sending them to drivers because they started requesting them, and I kind of just built my relationship with the drivers based on the stats. And then Richard Rowe had a crazy idea to have Ryan Martin on for an interview, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing, man. I don't know how to do an interview. I don't even have the right software. Do I do it on my phone, on a laptop? Like, do I have to have a microphone? Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was so nervous interviewing Ryan Martin. Like, if you're gonna start doing podcasts and interviews, like you just don't choose the top guy right away. You know, it just doesn't happen like that. So it's been crazy, right? And in like I definitely came from nowhere to do this. But I feel like I endorse it well. I tried my best to endorse Street Outlaws as best I can. I've had conversations with Sam. You know, he appreciates what I do. I appreciate Sam letting me do what I do because Sam could easily, if he didn't like me or didn't like me doing my shows, he could easily shut me down if he wanted to. So I appreciate all the racers. It's fun, man. It's really fun for me to do this. Like I said, I've done football my whole life. In football, I stopped playing football and I coached for a little bit, but that really wasn't. It didn't fill the void in my life, you know. And the street outlaw stuff definitely has. Because I'll be honest with you, like I'm not like a huge drag racing fan. Never was. I actually enjoy motorcycles and snowmobiles much more than I enjoy cars. But Street Outlaws hooked me because I used to watch my dad do illegal drag racing on the streets back in the day with his motorcycles. They used to the local what do you call it, motorcycle club, local MC used to host races. They just block off the street out in the middle of the country roads. They block it off and they'd have drag races every weekend, both on the dirt and on the streets. So my dad, who's huge into motorcycles, he builds motorcycles, flat track bikes, stuff like that. So when he used to race in them all the time. So when I was a kid, I was watching, standing there right down the side of the street when two motorcycles go down, you know. So when I saw the Street Outlaws show, I was like, man, that's something what my dad used to do, you know, when I was a kid. So that's what hooked me first, and then obviously the reality TV part of it, the drama of it, the production of it. Like I love Street Outlaws, man. I love it, and then just getting to know the drivers. It's been so good. I'm so appreciative of all you guys following. I mean, it's just crazy to me that you guys want to sit here and listen to me talk about shit all the time. So I appreciate all you, honestly. For real, this is like, it ain't like doing this is no. Sometimes I treat it like it's a full-time job. The amount of shit I do, the amount of editing, uploading, posting, figuring stuff out, feels like a full-time job sometimes. But and obviously it don't pay like a full-time job. But I tell you, man, to get comments, to get messages from fans, it's cool to see. I appreciate all you guys commenting, saying nice things. I even appreciate some of the shitty things people say. I've gotten quite a few nasty messages in my inbox. So, but it is what it is. I appreciate all you for sure. Tom Pierce, hell yeah. What's a good beer brewed in Wisconsin? See, I'm like when it comes to beer, like I think I got spoiled. There's two kind of beer drinkers in Wisconsin. There's like the college frat type boys, like I was, where you just drink 100 beers every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like you just sit down and drink 100 Bud Lights or drink a case. We used to call case races, where I would buy a case of beer, and you would buy a case of beer, and we would see who could drink it first. And it was usually over in like an hour or two. So like I never was like a beer connoisseur like that, like good tasting beer. I'm more like liquor. When it comes to liquor, I like my Gentleman Jack. I like Glenfiddich. I like certain nice liquors. But when it comes to beer, I'll drink whatever. It don't really matter. But I know big in Wisconsin, it's called Spotted Cow. It's kind of like a lighter beer. Otherwise, there's a million IPAs. I don't do the IPA stuff. I'm not into beer like that. But there's a million IPA bars and shit around here. But Spotted Cow is probably the most well-known beer. Obviously, Miller Lite. Miller started in Milwaukee. I don't know who owns and where they're located now and everything like that, but Miller is a Milwaukee. That came from Milwaukee, and obviously Budweiser came from St. Louis. But I'm not a fan of Miller Lite. I hate Miller Lite. I'll never drink that shit. I'm a Bud guy. I'd usually drink Budweiser, regular Budweiser, or I'll drink Busch Light. One of those two. Appreciate you, Lauren. You've been such a good supporter. Lorraine, you are one of the for sure one of my top supporters. I appreciate you so much. Hell yeah, Mad King. Agreed, Kevin. This month has really been boring. This 6 weeks off, and No Prep Kings has been boring as hell. Just been nothing on, Mega Cash Days, and then Mega Cash Days wasn't even on because of Shark Week, so that made it even more boring. There was literally no racing for 2 weeks. So I'm happy that No Prep Kings is starting back up. It's going to be crazy. Excited to be going to a bunch of the races. If you go to a race and I am there, please come up and say hi to me, okay? I'd love to talk to you. We can talk about anything. I'm just there hanging out. Like the drivers are busy all the time at the races. You know what I mean? They have their times where they'll see the fans, but they're busy. The crew guys are working. I'm just there enjoying the race. I don't have anything to work on. I just got to make my posts, do my stats. You know what I mean? Like so I have time to talk. I have time to hang out. Like, don't feel like you're burdening me at all. A lot of times I'm up at the line, but I walk around in the pits. I'll walk around the stands. So if you see me, just come say hi. Let's get a beer or something. Appreciate that, William. Poochie, appreciate you, man. Or girl, I guess it could be, but cool trucking. I used to make a lot of money on the street with my Yamaha. I won a lot of beer also. Oh yeah, yeah. In Wisconsin, I mean, getting a beer is the same as getting money. Like it doesn't matter. Give me a few beers or give me $10. Like I don't care. It's the same to me. We probably prefer the beer because then we don't gotta go buy the beer. Hell yeah, Bob. Wisconsin brothers. There's not too many of you. There's a few of you that you messaged me from who live in Wisconsin. It's funny. I went quick trip the other day, and someone said, "Hey, are you the stat guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a stat guy." So it was cool to see a fan in person in Wisconsin because obviously, there's no drivers on No Prep Kings from Wisconsin or Street Outlaws at all. There's not really much of a, especially up here in Wisconsin. There's no like national like street races or nothing. They'll do some things in Milwaukee. There's a Great Lakes Dragway down there by Lake Michigan, I believe, down there by Milwaukee area. Limpy's gone there a few times and hosted some races, but the drag racing scene up here is not that big. So to see a fan from Wisconsin is pretty cool. Appreciate you, Callum. I see you a lot on my feeds. Appreciate your support. Crown Royal. There you go. Spotted Cow is New Glarus. Miller Lite is from here. Yep. There you go, Bob. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Will Banks. I don't have a favorite MPK driver. I like them all. I shouldn't say all. I like most of them. They're so nice. Anybody who's ever been on my show is really nice to even come on my show. So I appreciate anybody who's ever been a guest on my show. I don't really have a favorite driver. Like a lot of things I do is the stats. I do the stats, and I do even my whole life. Like it's been about probability and statistics. Like I'm always going to bet on what I think. What the numbers show me I should bet on. You know what I mean? So some people say I have a bias towards Ryan Martin, and maybe I do a little bit, but he literally is the best. He's been the best guy for the last 3 seasons. So when I pick him to win this season, it's not necessarily it's a personal thing. It's just he's the best, so that's why I pick him. But and I do maybe do have a little bias towards Ryan. Ryan's an awesome dude, and a lot of what I'm doing right now is because of that guy. So I'll forever be grateful to Ryan Martin. Sir William, I try to. I usually make a post when I am on my way uh, to a race. But next week for sure, I'm going down Thursday, so maybe I'll go live on Thursday, or I'll make a post that I'm on my way to Tulsa. Does anyone think if the show went away, do you think MPK would become its own sanctioning body? That's a great question. I think if I mean, TV show ain't gonna last forever. No TV show does, right? So, but these drivers have such a following, and Street Outlaws has such a following that I don't believe it'll just go away. There's a million options, right? I think a new show could start. Maybe Street Outlaws goes to a different, uh, like a different TV channel, right? Maybe they go to streaming. I don't. Maybe there's just No Prep Kings events, and that's a season, a No Prep Kings season, not on TV anymore, just live events. Who knows what could happen? But I think the drivers have enough of the following that, and they're going to keep driving. They're not just going to stop racing if the TV show goes away. So I don't see any. I don't see any of the what Street Outlaws has created is not going away anytime soon. It's only getting bigger. It's only getting bigger and better for drag racing. So I don't think any of it's going to go away anytime soon. I'll see you in Tulsa, Lorraine, for sure. Do you think Kai is actually cheating with his new car, like Reaver says? I don't think. I mean, no, I don't. To answer that, no, I don't. But I will say this: like, if you've ever been a part of racing, which I haven't been part of racing much of my life, but in any kind of racing, and I used to follow dirt track racing like it was my religion when I was younger, and like you know, in racing, you aren't like trying hard enough unless you're pushing buttons, unless you're living in that gray area trying to get faster. Okay, is that cheating? I don't know if it's cheating or not. Unless it's blatantly against the rules, If it's not stated in the rules, if it's a roundabout way not stated in the rules, if you're, I don't know if that's cheating. I wouldn't consider that cheating. I know if someone was blatantly cheating, they wouldn't be allowed to do it. I know that. So they wouldn't just allow, hey, Kai Kelly can cheat. We're gonna allow Kai Kelly to cheat this week, or this season. Like that's one. It's just won't fly. There's too many, people there and too many egos. It just won't fly. So do I think anybody blatantly cheats? No, they don't. But the people try to. Thank you, Lorraine. Appreciate you so much for the super chat. Yeah, Cal, I'm sorry. Me and Kai had some audio discrepancies, so I don't know if he will be back. He probably won't be back, at least not right now. So I decided just to stay on and answer some questions. Brian Geyser, what's up, man? How you doing? I'll see you in Tulsa, brother. Good luck, man. Brian is with Swanstrom. Brian is an awesome dude. If you go to an MPK race, go say hi to Brian. He is so nice. All of Swanstrom's crew and guys are nice. They're really nice there. BC, Slinky, they're all good dudes. Brian, all of them. They do Dragon Kakana weekly. It's a quarter-mile track, but it's just usually pretty much daily drivers. There's not really much of a class there. Maybe small tire at the fastest, but it ain't nothing you see on TV. Math doesn't lie. Hell yeah. Get Jimmy Dale on the show. Might reach out to Jimmy Dale. He's pretty big, man. He's a character. I like Jimmy. I like seeing him on the TV shows. I know, like, I just had Brent on the other night because I love Brent. He makes me laugh so much. So it was fun. Like, it's cool that I get to, like, I mean, I control who I have on my show. I don't have people telling me who I should and shouldn't have on. So if I want to have, it'd be something if I just had all the big names on every week, right? If I just had Kai and Justin and, Jim Howe on, like, every week, like, you guys would get sick of seeing them on there. And, like, I like to have other people on that that I'm interested in too. I know you guys want to see the big names. I get it, but I like to give props to the guys who are trying. Smaller programs, stuff like that. New guys, no prep kings. So I'll be getting some more of the new features guys hopefully soon. So what Tom Pierce, when I'm using StreamYard to go live on Facebook and YouTube, it will not tell me it will not show me my stars until I end the live feed. Then it shows me what I got for stars. So Tom, if you send me stars, I appreciate you so much, man. You know you don't have to do that. I don't ever want you guys sending me money. Like that's not why I do it. Like if I make any money doing this, it's from Facebook or YouTube. Like I'll make money from them. I don't want to ever make money off of you guys. That's not what I'm here for. So I appreciate the stars. I appreciate the super chats from YouTube. I really do. It helps me. But I don't expect them. Appreciate you, Keith. Kanye will not be having Kai on right now. I don't know. Me and Kai, we're gonna go live. We tried to go live. We had some audio difficulties, and then he had to go do something, and we just weren't gonna sit there for a half hour trying to figure something out how to work it. So I'll have Kai on again. Kai's a good dude. He'll come on again. This would have been his third time coming on my show already. So sorry, Brian. Nope, not right now. Probably not tonight. I'll try to get Kai on again sometime. I know No Prep King season starts up again next week, so I don't know what I'll be doing each week for interviews. Guys are going to be busy traveling, so we'll see how it goes. But Big Daddy Brian, yep. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, Brent was all like serious in the interview. I was waiting for him to crack jokes or something. That's why I should have told him, hey, let's just crack jokes the whole time and talk in your voice you do in all your videos. That would have been a great interview, right? No, Brent's awesome. I can't wait to meet Brent sometime. Appreciate that, man, Keen. Yes, I've been a fan of Casey Max for a while too, man. Seems like a cool dude. The fact that he can take his, I've seen him a couple times on live feeds, take his Firebird and go and win the small tire and the big tire competition at that race for the weekend. You know, he's fast, man. He's badass. Appreciate you, Tony. Zach Jones, I'm not sure. I could see him doing it. I could see him not doing it. Right, doing it for the obvious reason, but I could see him not doing it because she's fast. If Kai is competitive and he wants to win, maybe he'll keep running the team. I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work out. I will find out in Tulsa when I go there next week. Who do you think is going to be the next person to win one of these things for the first time? God, that's a good question. I hope it's Scott Taylor. It's crazy that I'm even saying that in season 6. I hope Scott Taylor wins his first MPK event. But what's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Menominee. All right. Menominee. That's UW Stout, right? I went to UW Lacrosse. We used to kick their ass in football every year. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Scott. I think hopefully Scott wins his first event. It's got to come one of these days, one of these races. Let's see who else hasn't won one yet in the top 10. Well, X-Man hasn't won an event yet. Anyway, X-Man won a grade 8, but he did not win a invitational yet. Callie Mills is in 10th place right now. She has not won an event. David Gates ran a grade 8, but he did not win an invitational. Murder Nova has not won an invitational yet. Rich Bruder has not. So I think Scott will be the next one, in my opinion. It got to be Scott or X-Man, I guess. Huh? They're both in the top 10 in points right now on Saturdays. So one of those guys. I mean, it could be Gates could win one too, for sure. Gates already won a grade 8. Yeah, those would be new guys that haven't won one yet. Sorry, Dorothy. Yeah, man, I had a bunch of good questions for Kai. I had it all written down, right, or typed up, ready to go. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's the first time I've experienced that with my Stat Guy show. Usually, how I do it is I'll invite them into a lobby and we do the audio and video and kind of get it looking okay before we go live. But this was like a rush job. I just wanted to go live with Kai real quick. And sure as shit, his audio on his end wasn't working right. I don't know if it was my fault or what, but it's unfortunate. I'll try again with Kai. We'll see. I don't know. Usually with Kai, it's kind of how we work it is just I'll try to plan for something, and then we'll just kind of do it all of a sudden. So everybody works differently. That's how Kai works. Some people want to plan. Some drivers want to plan like a week ahead of time, so they save that time spot to do it. Which I'm fine with either, whatever works out for the driver. But tonight was just kind of a little rush job to try to get it in, and the audio wasn't working. So we'll try it again some other time. I'm going to have lots of interviews with lots of people. Callie Nate, Brent Self, JJ the Boss. So yeah, I was trying to plan one with Callie Nate a while back. And then either I had something going on or he had something going on. It just didn't work out. I've never reached out to Brent Self. I like what he does. He's a small tire master. Seems like a cool dude. I've never reached out to Brent. I've also never reached out to JJ either. Oh yeah, Kev. Yeah, I was just looking at top 10 in points, top 15 in points. You're right, Nate. I can't believe I skipped over Nate. When I was looking at the names, I thought Nate won one already, but he hasn't won one. So Nate definitely has a. I would say Nate or Scott are my pick for the next person to win one for sure. You're right. Nate is right. I skipped right over Nate. Sorry, Nate. Still love you, man. Nate and Scott are, what are they, fifth? 1, 2, 3, fourth? Fourth and fifth place right now on Saturday invitational points. So they're right there, man. They're both flying. Oh, Menominee Falls. Okay. Todd Spears, he's a small tire guru. Bush Latte is the shirtless cowboy. You, I got to meet Bush Latte for the first time in Ohio. That dude was something else, that's for sure. That's funny. That's funny, Sir William. Bush Latte, yeah. No, and you're right too. Damon hasn't won. Yeah, why do I keep thinking Damon won one too? Maybe because they're doing so well in points, I figured they won an event. But you're right. Damon hasn't won one. He's taken second twice. Damon could win one too. Man, I was looking at that real wrong. My apologies. So Damon, Nate, and Scott, and Hacksman. So there's 4 guys in the top 10 who never won an MPK event. Huh. Damon, Nate, Scott, and Axeman. Scott's won a team attack. Axeman's won a grade 8. Damon hasn't won anything, and Nate hasn't won anything. But Damon and Nate are rookies. It's gonna be tough to decide who's gonna be rookie of the year this year. Stat guy rookie of the year. Odom has the car to win. Yeah. Odom's car should be probably just as fast as Howe's since it's the same exact setup. So I would think Odom has a good chance of winning one too. Disco, I'm gonna get Disco on at some point. I don't know when. I'm gonna get Disco on for an interview for sure. I've been talking with him, so we're gonna try to hook something up. Because you're right, I've been wanting to have Disco on. I think it's gonna be. I think he's hilarious. So I think it'll be a good interview. I'll come up with some good questions for him. God, you guys ask some crazy questions that I don't know about. Is Lizzie dating Jeffrey Earnhardt? I have no idea. That's not something I would know. Sorry, Chuck. But I've been out here for 50 minutes already. Holy shit. Time flies when what's up, Brent? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on the other night, buddy. I watched one of your videos today, had me cracking up. It's like my favorite thing to do every day is tune into Brent Albury's Facebook and watch whatever fucking hilarious video he made for the day. All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming on. I apologize about the audio with Kai. I'm gonna try to get it figured out. It works fine by myself, so I'm just gonna have to figure it out next time with Kai. That's the first time it happened to me in 47 episodes. It took 47 episodes to fuck up. So I'll take those stats, right? One out of 47. We'll go with that. But I appreciate everybody coming on, sticking on with me, hanging out. I will try to do at least one interview, if not 2, next week. I have some lined up. Just got to figure out who can do it on what days. So appreciate you. You never know. I might just pop up with Kai with good audio one of these days too. So appreciate everybody coming on, and everybody have a good night. Peace.